everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just posted a video earlier of trying out the new unique spray foundation with my new kabuki brush. It's been a little bit and I can say the foundation is decent. I did get some splotchiness throughout. You can see my pores. Maybe I'm just having a really dry day. Maybe I need to put a little bit more primer on than I normally do. So far, it's pretty good. I am now going to go into the Boxy Charm, and we are going to put that on. I will do another video later today to let you know how it has held up throughout the day. To start with, I put on... Oh, I thought I already had it out. Oh, yes. I just did my cheap lipstick today. I just like this color. It dries pretty quick. It's not really supposed to have much of a transfer. It has a little bit of a transfer, which is not too bad. I am kissing up on my babies like all day, so I really like the stuff that doesn't leave a transfer. This is Bustier, and I actually like it. It's probably one of my favorite go-tos, along with Bite by Sephora. I got that first in like one of their little birthday packs, and I have to say that is my all-time favorite lipstick that I have. That, and I am a huge Anastasia fan. The only thing I don't like as much about the Anastasia over the Bite is the Bite does transfer, which I don't like. Anastasia does not. However, the Anastasia that I love is very, very dry. So in the winter or fall months like now, I really don't use it as much because my lips are already dry. So that being said, today I am going to go into that Boxy Charm box that I told you about. This is the October box. I'm going to do some eye colors. I'm going to do the Sassy Siennas. And I am going to be using my Sephora brush with that. Came with a brush already. I haven't even tried it. I honestly probably won't. I just like my Sephora one a lot. I might give it a try maybe once. And for my blush, I did get, the new Tarte palette, which does have blush in it. However, I'm going to use up this Tarte that I already had first. I could use my kabuki brush on the blush. It is actually very, very similar to my Sephora brush. But since I already have all this gunk in my Sephora brush and I did not clean it before this video, I will just use this brush. So I will be doing Tarte highlighter, or Tarte blush. Then I will use this to do the Tarte highlighter. And I will use my Sassy Siennas eyeshadow palette and Iconic London. I will try this. I said in my previous video that I do not use this kind of stuff, but since it's here, I will give it a try. And then to finish it off, I will use the Hank & Henry mascara. So we will give like the full box a try. The only thing left in the box that we won't be trying are the tweezers, which, hey, you're not missing much there. So let's get started. And to start off, I will warn you, I do not do the traditional way of putting on eyeshadow. I just do my own thing, and whatever works for you works for you. This is just what works best for me. So I am going to do my primer on my lids, and this is the other thing I do. I'm not good at just closing and doing it, so I have to actually go in and pull that to the side, which is not ideal, but hey, it's me, so that's just how it is. So I will give that some time to dry on that one, and then sometimes I might have to, it depends on the foundation. So for my Cat foundation, I don't have to. With this foundation, it looks like I might have to like touch up a little bit. from where I was holding on to that. Alright. And I am just looking into my makeup vanity mirror because it actually has some really nice, like, nice magnifying mirrors. And I can get right up in there and see. This is just the Sephora primer. It makes a huge difference in how vibrant the color is. I had never used any sort of an eyeshadow primer before. I just used the normal moisturizer. And literally the colors are completely different once you set this primer. So, not much for that before. Love it now. Like, I do not put on eyeshadow anymore without it. And the rare occasion where I have forgotten to do it, I'll remember like on the second like lid and be like, oh my gosh, no wonder. And then I have to go through and obviously redo it because one eye is way brighter than the other. So I highly, highly recommend the Sephora eyelid primer. And this is Shadow and Crease brush from Sephora. If you can't tell, really like Sephora. So this has to be one of my favorite brushes. So we are going to go in and let me see. I'm going to use Bossy as my outer color. And I'm going to use Oh So Sassy to do my creases. Or, no, Oh So Sassy to do my lid. Because I don't want it overly bright. So, let's give this a try. Oh gosh, okay, so this is very, very dark. Not that that's a bad thing. I just wasn't sure how dark this would actually get. Okay. I might even go in with some of my other eyeshadow, some of my lighter stuff, and put that over top because that's a little dark for me. Just for like an everyday look, this would actually look really good for more than just an everyday look. So, and this is my first ever like makeup video where I'm actually putting it on, so it's a little bit different for me than usual. And I'm usually, to be honest, usually right up in my mirror. So, I'm going to go back over this one. This one actually turned out a little bit darker. Okay, so we have that. And I am going to do the corners. I'm actually going to go with my brighter on the corners. We'll see. Oh gosh. It's actually really nice colors though. They're just, like I said in the previous video, they are not my colors, so. And please ignore the Ben and Holly that you might be hearing in the background. It is nap time and tablet time in the house, so. Not too bad. There actually isn't that much of a difference between the two colors. So I probably should have used more of a drastic change over there. Okay, so they are pretty close. I'm just going to touch up this corner a little bit more because I always seem to go a little less on this side at first. I like to just blend it all in right there, which really this one did not require much blending because it's not much of a difference. So they are very, very dark. Like I said at the end, I just want to see how this looks and holds up on its own, so I'm probably not going to mix in the other eyeshadow palettes just yet. But normally I would go in, actually I can show you right now. I would, again, love Tarte. So I would go in with my Tarteist Pro Remix palette. And which, first off, super cute, okay? Like, who doesn't like something that looks good? And I would probably go in, and there's one called Inspiration. It's the very top one right there. And I would actually lighten it up with that, and I'd go in, sometimes I use it kind of as a highlighter, right in the creases. But just for trying out the Sassy Siennas on its own, I will not do that today. So we are just going to be bright. And I need to get, sorry, I should have had this all set